This is Gunikan Sunwal. Today we are going to discuss about introduction to OSI models. So this is the agendas of my lectures. Before we going to discuss about OSI model, let's discuss about the computer networks. Computer network means grouping of different computing devices that share the data. For example, when you open any type of applications like emails, so when we run the emails, that time process is generated. So this process is communicate. So computer network is nothing but process communications. So there is two scenario happens when processor communicate. One is single system, and the one is different system which are situated in different locations. In the single system, processor communicate are handled by operating systems. But in process which are situated in different location in different system, that computer networks are used. So if you notice in the single systems, when processor communicate, then it will be happens very quickly and very smoothly. But the process is situated in different locations but different players. So this type of scenario, this type of impression we want to we need, even though they are situated in the different location, but we feel like that the process are situated in the same systems. Suppose we are talking from India to England, our processes communicate, but we feel like that you are in my systems. So this type of impression we need, we want to create in computer networks. So it need many functionality. It may be essential, it may be optional. Essential functionality means it cannot be neglected. For the example, error controls, flow control, multiplexing, demultiplexing, etc. So this is a essential in computer networks. Another one is optional functionality, like encryption, decryptions, like cyber security, where the cyber security concept is a optional functionality. Okay, all functions, whatever function we have to discuss, are standardized into a model which is known as OSI models. So it contains 7 layers. First one, physical layers, data link layers, network layers, transport layers, season layers, presential layers, application layers. So now one question is arise, why we make all the function into the layers? It can be done with a single layers also, but the logic is, if you put all this function into singles with a single modules, that time it may be happens difficult to maintain. Suppose something problem in somewhere, it will be difficult to find. But if you make into the layers, one by one layers, then it will easily identify the problem and we can rectify the problems. So that's why we have to make into the layers all the functions. So OSI stands for Open System Interconnection. That means the open systems, they are connections. It's a set of protocols. Okay, every layer have their own technique, own protocols to communicate, to make smooth communications. So it's a set of protocols that allow any two different systems to communicate regardless of their underlying architectures. So it was designed by ISO in late 1970. So it is a theoretical models that are demonstrate how the protocol stack should works. So physical layers, this is the lower layer of our OSI models that are mostly discussed about the where bits, how bits are sending, actually bits are sending. Data link layers, they are sending the information about the systems, like MAC layers, MAC protocols. Network layers, primarily discuss about the IP address. Transport layer mostly discuss about the port numbers of our system. Season layer, they discuss about the seasons of between two systems. Presentation layer mostly discuss